tonight. He's rocked, he's shocked, and he's been telling us to party like it's 1999 for 17 years. The artist formerly known as Prince is our guest. A Music World original next on Larry King Live. We're back in New York tonight. Never know where we are. This is our Millennium Month on Larry King Live. Tomorrow night, a tribute to Frank Sinatra. He would have been 84 years old this Sunday. We'll replay an interview tomorrow. And among the guests next week will be Ted Turner and Peter Jennings and Jim Carrey and President Gerald Ford and President Bill Clinton. That's all next week.
How damn, Larry? He said, I'm going to study these holes real quick. Let me show you what my lineup. How damn. Now you're going to have Mother Teresa and freaking... We're going to have Moses coming on next week. Like, hot damn.
Pleasure to have with us tonight the artist formerly known as Prince. His first album in 3 years has just been released. It's called Rave Unto, The Joy Fantastic. There you see the cover of the CD. And for the artist, the obvious first question is, why 3 years?
Well, there's a few things I wanted to get out of my system, mainly the Crystal Ball project, which was a reissue of a lot of the bootlegs that have been coming out all over the world. I'm probably one of the most bootlegged artists out there. I wanted to clean that up and get the real good mixes out and let people hear what they were really supposed to sound like, if ever given the chance to complete them.
First of all, I just got to say, love the hair, love the fit. Just got to put it out there, bro. Sorry, I just got to do it. All right, let's go.
So that's the reason for this space of time.
3 years.
Yeah,
it's not that
we did
long.
a couple other projects. I was working with Shaka Khan. I did an album with her. Larry Graham.
She's terrific.
Yeah, she is.
What can an artist do about bootlegging?
The best thing you can do is go back and get those mixes again, and fix them up the way you always saw them completed, and then reissue them.
Does the listener know if they buy one of these in Germany that this isn't what you intended?
A lot of my so-called fans do, and they actually thrive off the fact that it's stolen property.
Is his hair glistening? I'm sorry. My bad, yo. Why am I worried about his hair so much? I have no idea, bro. Like, why is his hair like glistening right now? He got that. I don't know if y'all gonna know this reference. We used to have something back in the day, like in the late '90s, called pink lotion. Like, they'd like put it on our hair and get it shiny, bro. I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about right now, but all right, I promise I'm gonna stay focused on what's Prince talking about right now.
Listener know if they buy one of these in Germany that this isn't what you intended?
A lot of my so-called fans do, and they actually thrive off the fact that it's stolen property.
You would admit yourself an unusual personality.
Depends.
I mean, well, let's say you're different.
As compared to what?
As compared to most people in, let's say, show business, you're an unusual person. Most people don't get famous with one name and then change it, right?
Okay.
Would you say? What's the story of that, by the way?
Well, I had searched deep within my heart and spirit, and I wanted to make a change and move to a new plateau in my life. And one of the ways in which I did that was to change my name. It sort of divorced me from the past and all the hang-ups that go along with it. I was, as it's been well chronicled, in deep dispute with my record label. And
which is Warner Brothers, right?
Yeah.
Which owns this network, I might add. Just
they we had some issues that were basically about ownership of the music and how often I was supposed to record and things like that. We got along otherwise. We just had came to a head and in those types of.
So there was no
situations.
clash over what you would record or what kind of music you were singing, etc.
No,
None of that.
No creative issues whatsoever. And they were gracious enough to allow me a very wide palette to, put colors onto.
But about the highest risk one would think someone who gets famous would take is to drop the name that got them famous.
Right.
Well, that was one of the things that I dealt with, is that I really searched deep within to find out the answer to whether fame was most important to me or my spiritual well-being, and I chose the latter.
Was it difficult to not be what you had become known as?
What a great way to ask that question. Was it difficult to be no longer what you were known as? Like, yo, Larry him, bro. Like, what are we talking about, dog? Like, shout out to Larry, dog. Like, what?
Find out the answer to whether fame was most important to me or my spiritual well-being, and I chose the latter.
Was it difficult to not be what you had become known as?
You mean?
I think, well, let's say the only other famous person I know who did this was Cassius Clay. He's a dear friend, and he changed his name to Muhammad Ali as heavyweight champion of the world. That was incredible. To change your name, that was due to a faith belief. But he wasn't selling records. He was in the ring, and as long as he won, it sold. You, though, a person in show business, is almost dependent on recognition.
Your name, right.
You stopped being Prince.
Well, that's a good point. I pretty much wanted to be dependent upon God, and when you get the inner calling to do something and you know that you're being inspired by God, you pretty much know you better answer that call or suffer the consequences.
Do you think this was God-inspired as well?
I do believe, yes.
Why?
And that really is the what Larry's saying. That really is a risk, because again, you're really relying on your supporters and fans to really be down for you, to support you through that time, because your name is your name. Shout out to Marlo from The Wire. Shout out to Pusha T. Your name is your name, and to change it to a symbol, and everybody. I don't think you can find a TV show or movie or sitcom during the early to mid 90s that wasn't making fun of Prince for doing the whole symbol thing. You can't find one. Limit Single, Mad TV, whatever. Like, everybody made fun of him for doing that because it is weird. It is peculiar. It is ordinary. And so for him to do that, like, you really took a risk. And the fact that he wasn't doing any interviews, if he was, he wasn't talking. So he was really relying on his belief in himself and doing what he felt was best. And I tell you, that was very G of him. Really was. I know it was somewhat retaliation to the label, but also it was more like, I want to reclaim my name. So now what? You know what? You can't use my name no more. That was gangster, low-key. That was gangster. Like, I don't know anybody else that would have did that. Well, I do. there's one guy from Chicago that was a college dropout that I think has done the same. That actually would have done it because he's crazy too. But yeah.
When did you choose the artist formerly known as?
Well, I didn't choose that. That was chosen
for you.
Chosen for you.
Pretty
What
much.
would you have chosen?
I
mean, did you think of a name? What is your name at birth?
My name at birth was Prince Rogers Nelson. Yeah.
So did you think of Nelson?
No.
Rogers. Were you thinking of a name?
No, it didn't come to me like that.
You know,
So how did the artist formerly known as come about?
Well, that came up through people's problem with, mainly the media's problem with not having a pronunciation for the symbol. So they had to come up with something, I guess.
So the artist formerly known as is a media invention.
Yes, sir.
Not your invention.
No, sir.
You're a symbol.
Oh.
Okay, how do you promote a symbol?
Well, what we found is throughout the world, if you hold this up and show it to people,
I like that
what
necklace.
they think of, they will say Prince.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So you obviously made it famous.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Can you tell us what it signifies?
Ooh.
Me.
No, but I mean, how you chose it. You designed it?
It's sort of come about over time. I've always morphed the female and the male symbol together.
Show it again. Let me see it.
It is a dope symbol. That is.
And it works.
It's pretty cool, ain't it?
Yeah.
Makes for great jewelry, too.
Has it been copied?
Oh, yeah.
Stores sell this everywhere?
Well, a lot of times you'll find, like I say, so-called fans on the internet, which is kind of a problem sometimes because once they use the symbol, it's as though I've endorsed whatever it is that they have for sale, and
Can you copyright that?
it is copyrighted.
So you can't be ripped off by it.
No.
But that is a great symbol. Like, that is, like, I don't know if anybody else has anything close. Like, I know Jay-Z has The Rock, and I'm trying to think, anybody else have anything close to that? Not that I can think of, but even then, like, that's just such an iconic symbol. Like, as soon as you show it, you know who it is, who it's about, and the fact that he's like, I'm gonna bring the genders together, and like, it's kind of like a crucifix, but it's not. Like, it's like, it's so, again, it's Prince. It's so it's ordinary. It's not ordinary. Is that the word I'm looking for? It's unique. It's different. It's Prince. So again, just the symbol itself is just like, bruh, iconic, legendary, like crazy.
We've been showing it on the bottom of the screen so that people tune in, they know who we're watching
Oh,
here.
cool.
There it is. Look at that. See that?
There it is.
Now, all right.
That's cool, right?
Class
Hey, this CNN, man, we don't fool around.
Yeah.
We'll be right back with the artist formerly known as Prince. We've got to talk about his album, his extraordinary life. We'll be taking your phone calls as well. He's got a concert coming up, and the album, Rave Unto the Joy Fantastic, is now out. Don't bootleg it, buy it. We'll be right back. We're back with the artist, and the new album is Rave Unto the Joy Fantastic, and he now calls himself the artist. In print, however, it is just a symbol. We gave him the name. He wanted to trace his early life, an incredible story. But you live in Spain, right?
I like to say that I live in the world, but I'm not of it. I travel a lot. I call Spain.
We are in the world, but not of the world. Hey, yeah. Okay. Oh, that's yeah. All right, my bad. I'm sorry. That just,
Home. Now I also have a home in Minnesota. Yeah.
Still in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Roots.
Yeah.
Why Spain?
What I found that I like most is from 2 to 5, everything just shuts down.
Siesta.
Yeah. And everybody just chills and they take a moment to just gather their senses. I think, we probably need to do that here in America sometimes.
So, no, what do you, at 2 o'clock every afternoon, you stop doing whatever you're doing?
Well, there's no stores and shopping and things like that. All that shuts down and just allows everybody a chance to just regroup and, think about life.
Really? So Spain had a rule to where from 2 to 5, there's no shopping, no nothing? Interesting. Did not know that.
I'll have a fondness for Minneapolis.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What was it like growing up there? There aren't many blacks in Minneapolis. Right? I was talking to Dave Winfield the other night. It was about 1% maybe.
Yeah, it was interesting for me because I grew up getting a wider array of music. I grew up with Santana and Larry Graham and Fleetwood Mac, all kinds of different things, So that was very cool.
Good place to grow up?
Yes, sir.
Well, you had a rough childhood, didn't you?
In some respects.
Did that affect your music?
I don't think so. No, I think it probably helped me to look inside to know that I had to do for self. Yeah.
You had a rough time with parents. I mean, that's all resolved now. But you had a rough time with your father, right?
I wouldn't call it rough. I mean, he was very strict disciplinarian, but all fathers were. I learned the difference between right and wrong, so I don't consider it so rough.
Would you look back and say you were glad he was that way?
Well, you know, as I go through this journey, I don't look back much at all. I try to stay in the now and live in the now. I think it keeps you young.
So you're not a reminiscencer?
No.
Reminiscencer.
When did you, what?
Is that a word, Larry?
No, I invented it. Maybe
Is that a word, Larry? Yo, Prince and Larry King would be a great buddy cop movie, bro. I'm seeing it right now, dog. Like just a quick little jabs, like is that a word, Larry? I don't think so. Like, bro. But yeah, I think everybody watched Purple Rain and is like, oh, that's Prince's life. It's like, no, that's not my life. It was loosely based, but yeah, during the, well, I guess the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, like strong disciplinarian, especially in the black household in terms of beatings. That was definitely a thing. Probably still a thing now. We've tried to get better. I don't think I could ever lay a hand on my child, but we'll see. But yeah. But I like that Larry's not trying to probe too much. Like he's probing without trying to really dig. You know what I mean? He's like, okay, he hears the answer, and then it's like, okay, but let me like kind of retort back to what you said and kind of change the aspect of the question instead of just being like, really? He didn't try to beat you? And no. They're like, so again, shout out to Larry.
My new symbol, inventing words.
Just hipper brother, so I know. I like to learn, but you know.
When, good point. When did you decide music would be a career?
Well, I learned early on this was what I wanted to do. Maybe about 12 years old, I knew that this is what I'd want to do the rest of my life. Yeah.
You knew it then?
Yeah.
And what burst you on the scene? Well, how did the world get to know Prince, the then Prince?
Well, by the way, I'm still Prince. I use a different sound for my name, which is none.
But it's hard not to refer to you. It's hard to call you. Oh,
it's cool.
Okay.
It's cool.
Your understanding of this plight we've faced with.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What was the question?
The question was, good. You threw me. I forgot the question. The question. What was the question? I just asked the question. I forgot the question.
You were saying how much you loved live television.
Yes, that wasn't the question. No, the question was, how did you get famous? How did the world get to know you? What happened? Was it a record, an appearance, something?
Well, it started with a lot of appearances I was doing in and about Minneapolis, and word just spread about.
So you were a local name?
Yeah, what I could do, and then I was taken out to Los Angeles by my first manager, whose name escapes me, and other people started getting to see what I could do.
And then did you have a hit record?
No, we were just talking about making one right at that point.
And what burst it for you? What did it for you?
The song?
Yeah.
Song was called Soft and Wet.
And that
was the first.
Immediately became a hit, and you were known?
Quietly. But a lot of people knew about me because I used Stevie Wonder as an inspiration, whom I look up to a great deal, just for the way that he crafted music and his connection to the spirit. And boy, back then I used him as a role model in trying to play all the instruments and be very self-contained and keep my vision clear. So word spread very quickly about what I could do. A lot of people knew about it, yeah.
How would you describe your music?
Ooh, interesting.
What idiom would you put it in?
Great word.
The only thing I could think of, because I really don't like categories, but the only thing I could think of is inspirational. And I think music that is from the heart falls right into that category. People who really feel what it is that they're doing. And ultimately, all music is or can be inspirational, and that's why it's so important to let your gift be guided by something more clear. You know?
And the thing is, we don't know. You think you know where that gift comes from.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I'm going to talk about that in a minute. We're going to see as we break. Here's a portion of a video from that brand new album, Rave Unto the Joy Fantastic. Our guest is the artist. Watch.
I know that you can dance. What do you know about the greatest romance? Not what you think, but what you believe. What was the real reason that Adam never left Eve? And if the truth sounds like a memory, then you know it was meant to be, meant to be. Leave your inhibitions behind. Come on and see. So this is where you end. This is where you end.
Bruh. But yeah, going back to, I thought the song that got him attention was I Want to Be Your Lover. Am I wrong on that? I thought it was I Want to Be Your Lover. Doom, 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 doom. I thought that was the kind of song that got him. That or Do Me Baby. But yeah, but most artists, it's so funny. Like most true artists hate to be categorized to a genre. They do not want to be, they don't want to be known as just a rapper or just R&B or just soul or just pop. Like it's like I just I just do whatever the music takes me to, and I don't really subscribe to a genre. Like most artists, the artist. It's so funny that CNN producers are funny as hell. Like they changed it from the symbol to the artist. Like that's funny. Or like, yeah, just I don't want to subscribe to just one genre. It's like, okay. And that's true.
By the way, all those things that you just saw, the videos they do, you do in your own studio in Minneapolis, huh?
A good portion of them. Yeah.
So we don't think of L.A., Nashville, all these hotspot New York places. Minneapolis gets it done too.
Minneapolis has always been a bomb. You
Yeah?
don't have to go outside of that.
Now, where does your inspiration come from?
I like to believe that my inspiration comes from God, and that.
Did you always believe that?
No, as you grow older, you learn and you start to you get smarter. Yeah.
Because you were once kind of raucous, right? I mean, you're right. You would say you would, well, not anti-spiritual. You certainly would not think of you as a great believing soul.
Well,
I don't know.
True or not?
I don't believe that to be
Always
true.
were.
Oh, I've always known that God was my creator, and that without Him, nothing works. It works to a point, and then it just kind of deteriorates. Entropy takes place.
When bad things have happened to you, do you blame Him?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
How do you explain? How do you resolve it in yourself?
I learn from it, and I don't wallow in it. I don't spend time in a place. I let myself move on. You know, right today I could sit and say I have animosity towards a
record company.
Yeah, a company that owns the rights to my work. You know, they're businessmen. They're doing what it is that makes their business successful, and I'm also allowed to do things that make my business successful. And for me, that would be to own my work. So I just chose to step away from that. And knowing that, I sent a nice letter to the then president, because they changed a lot weekly during that time. And I told him that I loved him, and that, you know, I was glad that I had this experience, you know.
So you would say, even though we don't like to look back, that dispute turns out now to be an experience that worked for you.
Well, I think my understanding of it is what worked for me. I don't consider it proper that my creations belong to someone else. I can go up to a little kid on the street and say, do you know that I don't own Purple Rain? And they're appalled by that. So my understanding of it is what pretty much.
Do you still not own Purple Rain?
No, I'll have to re-record it to own
That's
a
crazy.
new master copy of that. We've done that with the song 1999. There's a new master recording of it.
I want to ask about that and how you looked ahead. 1999 came out in the early 80s. We'll be right back with the artist formerly known as Prince. We'll be including your phone calls at the bottom of the hour. Don't go away.
That's still crazy to me. I understand it's a business, and I remember R.I.P. Irv Gotti is an intriguing gentleman. But I remember he was talking about owning Ashanti's music, and Nori from Drink Champs used to be one of my favorite platforms. Was like, kind of find that I don't think he worded it that way, but it's kind of like Ashanti don't own her music. Like, you don't find that to kind of messed up. And Irv was like, I gotta eat too. Like, I can't go on the road and play songs and all these different things. And like, I understand that, but it's still like, I made this, I created this, I put my heart and soul into this, and now you own it. It's just, I don't know. There's got to be some type of medium to where you can get paid, but I can still own it. Like, I don't know what that would be, but that's still wild to me. Like, Prince not owning Purple Rain is crazy. That's crazy.
I know you're going to do a pay-per-view special the year 2000. It's going to air New Year's, and you say that's the last time you're ever going to play 1999, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me the origin of that. What were you thinking in 1980? What was it, 2?
1982, I wrote that. We were sitting around watching a special about 1999, and a lot of people were talking about the year and speculating on what was going to happen. And I just found it real ironic how everyone that was around me, whom I thought to be very optimistic people, were dreading those days, and I always knew I'd be cool. I never felt like this was going to be a rough time for me. I knew that there were going to be rough times for the Earth because this system is based in entropy, and it's pretty much headed in a certain direction. So I just wanted to write something that gave hope, and what I find is people listen to it, and no matter where we are in the world, I always get the same type of response from it.
Dick Clark just rated it one of the 10 great songs of the millennium.
Oh.
Great records of the millennium. Did you have any idea it would be as prophetic as it was and as successful as it was?
Not to sound arrogant, but there was a point during rehearsal, we were working on it, and the song was going to be sung in a 3-part harmony like Sly and the Family Stone song. And we all got together and we started singing it, and it wasn't really working. So what I did is I said, all right, you sing your harmony for the first part, then you sing your harmony for the second part, and I'll sing my harmony for the third. And it broke when that breakup happened like that, and everybody got their parts separated. Then I knew we had something real special.
Are you surprised at how long it has been around?
Well, I've been around a while, so.
But I mean, now 1999 is here. Were you right?
Well, when you listen to the music, there are a lot of people running around kind of Y2K in it, and we just kind of chilling and studying.
Are you worried about Y2K?
No, sir.
Not at all?
No.
Some computer's going to go wrong, you'll fly.
I don't worry about too much anyway.
You don't?
Yeah, Prince don't seem like a warrior. That's the one thing I love about him. Like, he don't seem like that type. That's just so dope to me, that concept. Again, writing a song 17 years basically to the future. It's like, I just, man, like true artists are visionaries. They can see the future, right? Like, they can see things that we don't see. That's why your Michaels or Princes, your Stevies, they are one of one. Like, they see things that we don't see. Bob Marley, like, they see things that we do not see. I just love that. It's like everybody's so concerned about 1999. Like, come on, man. Like, let's have some hope. Let's have some fun. Yeah, it's gonna be some troubled times, but we're gonna make it out of it, and we're gonna be chilling.
Did you ever, when you had disputes, arguments with record companies, taking a stand, were you a worrier?
No, I think once I started writing Slave on my face, I pretty much knew the outcome. I mean, you have to understand that that word on one's face pretty much changes the dynamic of any meeting that you're in when they see it.
And how did people react to you when they did see it?
Well, the record company didn't really say too much. They just kind of... All right, what's the business at hand today? And that was it.
We'll take a break and we'll come back with the artist formerly known as Prince. You got a concert coming up?
Yes, sir.
Where?
It's going to be from our soundstage at Paisley Park. You need to come. It's going
When
to
is
be
it?
Off the chart.
Why do we have to? Why we can't announce when it is?
No, because it's going to air on.
Oh, it's going to air. I see.
Okay.
First secret I've ever. I feel like I'm doing the old game show. We'll be right back with the artist formerly known as Prince. Don't forget the concert. It's on. Don't go away. Yeah. This pay-per-view concert will air New Year's Eve for only $19.99. It's as low as you get in pay-per-view. And you can order it from In Demand. A lot of guest stars in this, too.
Oh, yeah. I just spoke with Lenny Kravitz. He's going to come jam with us. We got Maceo Parker, Larry Graham, the Family Stone. We're trying to get Sly out of his crib so he can come down. Who else? Mavis Staples.
Oh.
She's going to do a couple numbers.
The great Larry Graham's going to join us at the end of the show. He's maybe the great bass player in the world. Certainly one of the best.
Well, if you ask me, that's it.
Well, legends live.
Yeah.
That is see a Prince concert for $19.99. If that was today, it would be $70. And still with ads. Boy, the one thing, capitalism killed the product. Like everything that's a product, capitalism killed it. You cannot go anywhere without seeing ads. Like, it is crazy. Like, hot damn, you buy a subscription, you still got ads. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm buying a subscription and I still got to see ads? Now I got to pay an extra to not see ads? What kind of... That's crazy. But yeah, $19.99. Prince concert.
You are now, what, 42 years old?
So they tell me. I
Do you
don't.
feel 42?
No, I don't count birthdays.
You don't celebrate them either?
No.
No happy birthday, though. Right, okay. Let's take a call. St. Louis for the
St.
artist
Louis.
formerly known as Prince. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Show me.
Hi.
Good. I've been a friend since 78.
78.
My favorite cut on the Rave album is So Far, So Pleased. And I wanted to know what inspired you to add this to Rave, because it seems like it's really different from the rest of the cuts. So I just want to know.
I think my my love of rock music and living in Minneapolis, I'm always going to have my guitar in the mix somewhere. And the chance that I got to work with Gwen Stefani, I wanted something that she sounded really cool on, so I put that on there.
Has a lot of music affected you? Do you like jazz music?
Oh, yes, sir. Miles Davis, I learned a lot from. I learned a lot about space from Miles. Space is a sound, too, and can be used very inventively.
He was also technically a great player, was he not?
Yes, so they say, yeah.
I like that. Hold on. Go back to that. Say that again.
The chance that I got to work with Gwen Stefani, I wanted something that she sounded really cool on, so I put that on there.
Has a lot of music affected you? Do you like jazz music?
Oh, yes, sir. Miles Davis, I learned a lot from. I learned a lot about space from Miles. Space is a sound, too, and can be used very inventively.
He was also technically...
Space is a sound, too. I wish you could elaborate on that. Like, I think I know what he means. Interesting. Space, yeah, space is a sound too. See, that's the type of stuff, like, such a nerd about, like, with stuff like that. Like, I would be, Prince should not let me in the studio because I'm gonna be asking him, like, what do you mean by that? Like, what do you like? Like, I mean, what do you mean by that, like, bro? Like, I'm such a nerd for stuff like that. Space is a sound.
Great player, was he not?
So they say, yeah.
The Purple Rain concept, autobiographical?
Semi.
Semi.
Yeah. Albert Magnoli wrote that, the script for that. My whole thing was to, I really wanted to chronicle the life I was living at the time, which was in a area that had a lot of great talent and a lot of rivalries. The Time and I forgot to mention they will be on the pay-per-view special. You got to see them now. They're crazy. So I wanted to chronicle that that vibe of
Were
my
you
life.
surprised at its success? It's not pompous. Maybe you weren't. Maybe you knew you had something.
Well, you can kind of get a feel. There was no movie out like that at the time. That's what I tend to do in all the things that I do is, the idea with art and inspiration is to try to let it grow and move forward. If there's stagnation, you can always come with something and cut through the maze.
So do you sense that you're different? In that regard, you're unique.
Yeah, my music, I think, is different, yes.
Cambridge, hello.
Cambridge.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi, what a pleasure it is to see you in an interview situation.
What a pleasure to be seen.
He doesn't do many.
I know. It's great. I'm having a great time watching this. I'm a huge fan, and I have been for a long time.
Thank you.
Since you've been called Prince and the artist formerly known as, and the artist and the symbol, and I can't help but wonder, what do your friends call you? What do your closest friends call you?
Good question.
Good
Meet
question.
you on the street. Okay. What do they say?
Let's see. Larry calls me baby brother. Maite calls me honey. Let's see, my enemies call me squiggle and all kinds of crazy.
What do you call let's say you call me. Hello? What do you say? This is who?
I don't say that too much.
What would you say? You must make some. Do you ever call anyone?
Very seldom. I don't.
This is before caller ID. Well, 99. We had caller ID in 99, right? Can you imagine it? Bro, these youngins today, like, don't understand the concept. There's a time when people will call your phone and you didn't know who was calling. Like, there was no caller ID. Like, bro, the fact that there are kids today that have no concept. Like, you mean to tell me people to call your phone, you had no idea who it was? Yeah. It was Russian roulette. You were taking a risk picking up that phone. especially you got past due bills. It's like, you only gonna pick up after a certain hour. Like, bro. What a great question, though. Like, what do people call you?
Telephone.
You don't?
No.
So it's rare that you hit a button and dial a number?
Usually the people I call are people that I'm close to, and they know my voice.
What does Maite call you?
Honey. She never really called me Prince.
She never, even when you were Prince?
Yeah, she never used that.
There she is. How is she doing?
Fine.
Oh, perfect.
She is in Spain?
No, she's in Miami now.
Ah.
She's visiting her mother.
So on the Purple Rain thing, you could say you expected it, not surprised that it went as well as it did.
I expected it. I think because there was, like I said, there was nothing out like it at the time, and if only for Morris Day's performance, I thought he was incredible in it, and
He was great. He was great.
the music, we were at a very good place musically. Right today, I feel like I could put together something equally as interesting, and it would be as successful if the right people are getting paid. That may sound strange, but this is a business, and when people are involved in it, you have successes, and I understand that, and I knew there would be times where records wouldn't sell as much when I got away from those particular people, but I was cool with that because success pretty much is what you make it to be.
So you're saying then you do need the suits, so to speak?
It depends on what you gauge success to be.
What do you? Is financial your gauge word?
No, not so much, because once I do the music, it's a success there. I mean, that's it for me. Now, on the selling tip, for example, if an album goes down the chart, that isn't something I can control. I just did the music, you know.
But you want people to tune in New Year's Eve. You'd like to have a lot of people call in demand in order to see you. You're an artist. You want to be seen.
Yes, but if it's an auditing situation where I don't know how many people are actually tuning in, it's not something I can control. They can actually say anything to me, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So, and you have to go trust.
That's why contracts don't work. They're not based in trust.
Do you therefore have you lost, even as a spiritual person, lost trust in people?
Oh no, I've lost trust in contracts. I don't believe in contracts.
Do you have a contract for the pay-per-view night, or a shaking hand, or?
I'm not certain. I can go check, but.
But you're not into them.
I'm not into them really.
Our guest is the artist. We'll be back with more phone calls at the end of the program. We're going to meet the great bassist Larry Graham as well.
There we go.
Sorry.
Is applauding. He never calls anybody.
Never calls nobody.
Hello? No one's there. We'll be right back with more phone calls. If we take 2 or 3 more, we'll break a record here. Don't go away.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think he said. Where did he say that before? I think he said it on Tavis Smiley. He don't believe in contracts, which is an intriguing concept. But also, it's a catch-22 because like if you need a contract, then that means that I can't trust you to do what you say you're going to do based off face value. But at the same time, it's like people a lot of times don't do what they say they're going to do. So that's why it's important to be in business with people that you trust. That's a hell of a catch-22 when you really think about it.
A lot of people were telling me today, I was just telling the artist that, boy, you're going to have the artist on for now. It's going to be very hard because he's very hard to talk to. Now, you're not hard to talk to. Where did this reputation begin that you are difficult, do you think? And Matt, you're not hearing it here for the first time.
Yeah, probably where all reputations begin. I think the media plays a big part in one's perception of me. Until one sits down and actually talks to me, they can't really know me.
Well, should you have been more public? Should you have done more of things like this?
No, I kind of did what I wanted to do. I wanted my music, as even now, to speak loudest for me.
But you're not uncomfortable here, are you?
No.
But the reputation is that you would be. How do you fight that other than by counteracting it?
I'm not. I don't think in terms of fighting. I'm not. I don't think that you win anything by fighting. I'm the type of person that likes to look at things for exactly the way they are, and
you get angry. You're a perfectionist musically, right?
Yeah.
So you must get angry then.
I use my anger with humor. I have a way of being very stern, but I always find the irony in it, and I always make it funny. I make it funny for myself and the person that I'm.
So the person you're directing at is not humbled or made to feel less than a human.
Well, no one can make you feel anything. You pretty much are going to fall in there if you aren't spiritually based.
How do you handle that aspect of the media which has often given you trouble, the tabloids?
I don't have trouble with anybody, really.
You don't? Do you read them?
No.
Do you hear about them?
Very seldom.
Do you think any part of a personality's private life is our business? Do you think your marriage is our business?
Well, I'm like this. My music is my music. That's pretty much what you come to the party for.
Naturally.
If I give you something else, that's me giving you something else. If you seek something else, then there's something inside of you that's lacking, I would think, you know. So I think that personal actually means personal. And
But do you wonder why the public wants to know? Don't wonder.
No.
Are you interested in the personal lives of other people?
See, Michael Jordan, let's see, who...
Yeah, are you interested in Michael Jordan? You're a big fan of Michael Jordan.
Big fan of Michael Jordan.
Are you interested in how his...
You know Prince can play ball, so you better believe he interested in Michael Jordan. You heard the stories about him whooping people on the court. Who do he Eddie Murphy and Charlie Murphy?
marriage goes?
No.
No. Interested in how he gets along with his children?
Nope.
No.
I'm just interested in how he gets along with that rim.
Well said.
And this is 99, so Michael just retired, which is interesting. Even though he would come back in 01.
We'll be back with more of the artist formerly known as Prince. This is Larry King Live, Ted Turner Monday. Don't go away.
I woke up.
You got the look.
Don't forget New Year's Eve, special with the artist on pay-per-view. Before we take a break and meet Larry Graham, let's take another call. Houston, hello.
Houston.
Hi, it's a pleasure to talk to you,
H-Town.
sir. I've always known you to be a spiritual and God-loving person, and I've always respected that in your music, and I've known that you've always thanked God on every one of your CDs, and that has inspired me all my life. I love God myself. Was that part of your inspiration is becoming a bassist?
I can't. We lost that what?
What
Oh,
happened?
I'm sorry, we lost the call.
I can
Damn.
finish it for him.
Oh, what was your
Yeah.
earliest inspiration, she's asked. That was
I was discussing this with Larry today. We were just discussing the word inspiration and where we think it originated from.
And
Ultimately, you know, if you go back, your father may inspire you, and then that your father, his father inspired him, and his father may have inspired him.
eventually we get to Adam.
Yeah, and eventually Adam had a father, you know. So, yeah, inspiration comes from God. That's the original source. And so
Aha.
to use your gift in a creative fashion, that's the best thing you can do.
We're going to take a break and come back, and we'll be joined to finish the program by one of the great bassists of all time. He now is the bassist with the artist. The great Larry Graham will join us right after this.
I think he said that same thing on Tavis Smiley. Like, that's such a... So those are the type of conversations I wish I could be in on. Just, like, where do you think the word inspiration comes from? Where do you think that concept comes from? And just to hear that conversation between him and Larry, right? It's just like, I'm such a nerd for that. Like, that's so cool to me. Like, yeah, like, it comes from your father or who you grew up with or who raised you, then how they were raised inspires them, whether negatively or positively. Then it all goes back to Adam, which goes back to God. Like,
See the artist in a great concert, an all-star concert on New Year's Eve, and in that concert will be his bassist, the great Larry Graham. How did you hook up with this? Why are you part of the concert?
We got a new name. Wait a minute now. Come on.
wait a minute now. Come on
What
now.
else? What are we going to call it?
There go the media again. Larry.
Okay, what you name it. Tune in for what? How did you hook up?
Raven to the Joy 2000.
How did you hook up with him?
Well, actually, just let me say something right quick before we get into that. Thank you for having me on the show, and I've watched many of your shows, and I think you're a great person. And the picture you just showed me, your little baby, was just blew me away. Congratulations on that.
Little chance.
And,
You like
yeah,
him too.
Yeah. But thanks for having me here. I've watched many of your shows, and I think you're wonderful. And
How did you
I
hook
thought
up?
about
How do you hook up with him?
where. So I think I'll let Larry King inspire my attire. So this is my Larry King look.
King look. Well, we're close on time, so tell me how you got together with
We were in Nashville, and I was playing a concert at the smaller venue, and baby brother was playing a concert at the larger venue, and he found out I was there, called me, and said, "Hey, we're going to have a jam session tonight after the show. Would you like to come?" And so I went, and we walked into the club. My wife reached in her purse and pulled out my fuzz pedal and my chords, and, and hooked me up. And that was the first time we got a chance to play together. And that night, we said everything that we never got a chance to say to each other over the years. We talked through our music. And when that night was finished, I knew so much more about him, and he knew so much more about me, and we connected from then on. And after that, you know, he said, well, I'm going to be going on tour. Would you join me? And we did one show, then another show, then another show. And
How important is the bass?
Oh man, the bass is, that's it. It's B-A-S-E, not B-A-S-S. That's a fish.
Yeah, good point. How good is he?
How good is he?
Man, he's taught me so much about respecting one another, musicians listening to one another, and just the sound of his bass it's undeniable.
How good?
bass,
What do you put in the jacket? You're cold, huh?
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah, we
It's
might
cold.
tell the audience.
yeah, it's freezing.
Yeah, this is above and beyond.
I don't
It's
want my
Purple
voice-
Heart Night.
I don't want my voice to start shaking and
Forget
folks think I'm
Purple.
nervous.
Forget Purple. We're almost out of time. How great is he?
Well, I tell you this, the greatest musician that I've worked with, because I've worked with other musicians that were great, but they didn't allow me to really have the freedom that I needed to be able to give them all that I could give them. With Baby Brother, he allows me the freedom to give all that I can give, and as a result, what we're doing now, when you hear it, you can see that it's coming from the heart, which is why we're touching hearts.
Unselfish.
Totally unselfish.
Great pleasure meeting you.
Thank
I'm
you.
honored. And wait, let's share this ring, folks. Put the ring up there. Look at that ring.
It says Graham. That's in case I forget my name. You
And
know.
those are diamonds. I wouldn't imagine. And thank you, little brother.
Baby brother.
Baby brother.
We hope you enjoyed tonight's edition of Larry King Live. We certainly did. Thanks for joining us. We're going to leave you with a nice shot here. Watch.
War is all around us, my mind's just prepared to fight. So if I gotta die, I'm gonna listen to my body tonight. They say 2,000 to go, and it's out of time. So tonight, you say it's not tonight. Say one more time, 2,000 years in the body. It's out of time.
What a great interview by possibly the greatest interview of all time, Larry King. Again, he makes it a conversation. It's not an interrogation. He finds ways to get to certain things without, again, being too messy. Like, he found a way to talk about the contract thing. He found a way to talk about, you know, the controversy, or how do you feel about when certain people say certain things. But it was a conversation. Again, Larry King, he knows how to do this. Shout out to Larry, bro. R.I.P. Larry King, bro. Yeah, love that interview. Great interview. It's just crazy to think that I can't get over it. This dude really wrote a song in '82 about a song called 1999. Like, I don't think we have anything close to, like, someone might write a song called 3000, but the problem is we'll never get there to see it. Well, physically, in this realm, we won't be able to see it. But, yeah, it is so dope. And I'm glad that he got Larry Graham to get on there, too. On Tavis Smiley, he got Shaka Khan and Larry Graham to get on there, like, he put on for his people, too. So dope. But yeah, that's Prince, 1999, CNN interview, Larry King Live. Man, what a time. But like, comment, subscribe, share the things are the things. Ain't gotta go home, you gotta get to stepping. Peace. Oh, I was about to ask, if you were calling up, what question would you ask Prince? Comment below the question you would ask Prince if you were able to call in. Or if you have called in and were able to talk to Prince, let me know. We might try to find it. If I was calling in, the first question, or the question I would ask, is, why did you delete that bad cover that you did, that Sheila E. said you made a whole cover for Michael Jackson's Bad, then deleted. Why did you do that? Why didn't you just do the song with Michael, man?
Did you tell me this was over? There ain't no use talking it over. Yeah, why didn't you try to tell me sooner? But can you tell me this was over?